It's a bit shorter. That means he can play incredibly high notes, which he's going to demonstrate now. Down from there, they're not insured. Then, if you like, make a parallel with the symphony orchestra, our first violins are taken by the so-called solo cornets, and we have the two in the middle here. And Jennifer's going to play something incredibly technically difficult, like the Carnival of Venice Last Variation. And they're off. And then on this side of the band, we have a horn section led by Flugelhorn. It's so-called Flugelhorn, a German word. Flügel means a wing. And so it's supposed to take the shape of a bird's wing. Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah, questions? Why is it a different colour from the rest? Well, when we make brass, it's a nice diversity, it says. But brass is a mixture of zinc and copper, so the redder the instrument, the more copper it's got in it, and that means it's more expensive. And as you'll hear, it has the most amazingly beautiful sound, especially in the extreme high register. I'm throwing down the gauntlet, and every time somebody's picking up, picking it right up. And then next to the flugelhorn, we have the French horn. There it is. And it's so called because in ancient times, in medieval times, when the French horn didn't have the valves and other accoutrements it has now, it was worn around the body and played at hunts in France, and in that country they developed complicated and very difficult high register and low register series of calls to say things like, the fox is over there to the left, which David will now demonstrate. David actually got that wrong. That was the fox was over to the right. And we have, the River City Brass has to have at least one jazz man, and we're lucky because we have Mark the Giant Schnauzer Custer, who's going to demonstrate some jazz for you. Never did a Schnauzer sound so cool. And on this side of the orchestra, we have a sort of baby tuba-like thing. It's called the Euphonium. Yes, I'm going to say the line. Euphonium is a Greek word, meaning not quite the tuba. He was expecting something else there. Yes. would have something to say about that. And then just over here we have the trombone, which is, yeah, well, you can't really help that, but we have to have them. We have 3 trombones, that was the first, the second, and then we have an even bigger one, which is the bass trombone here. Have a wee look. And this instrument is really good at playing very, very low notes. Let's hear that now. Yeah, that's a really, really low note. And then right at the back of the orchestra we have 2 sorts of the best instrument in the band. The tuba, we have one in E flat, which is smaller, and one in B flat, which is bigger. You'll see when the 2 gentlemen stand up that corresponds also to the players. And now we hear the elevated E-flat tuba. Oh, said Tommy, all I want is a pretty melody and all I do is oompa. And the B-flat contrabass tuba is the king of brass instruments. Here it is. That was going to be the introduction to Hey Baby there. And how could I have forgotten there's some more instruments. We have here the baritone. That's a Greek word for baritone. And this is Roscoe, he's going to demonstrate its lovely silky sound. Yeah. Yeah, you were just about bringing us to tears there. And then the instrument, or the group of instruments that really keeps the motor of River City Brass ticking along is the percussion section. We're lucky to have Maestro Ricardo Parsons right there. And that's your River City Brass Band!